Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Saints going up against the Bears.
All right, thank you much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Second down following the run.
Leopard! Leopard! Here we go now. Back there, Philly. Here we go.
They go with Howard again. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Trubisky. A quick hitter complete. It's Shepard. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Shift together here from the D-line. Again, it's Kamara. Gets around him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken the early lead. And his kick is good. Lutz now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. All right, now. No. Ball. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Set. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56. Let's go. Detroit. 3-19. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
All right, here we go. Leopard. Watch it now. Hurry up, here we go.
Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, as a defender, after a big running play against my group, I'm actually happy to see a draw play. Why? It takes a little bit longer to develop, and that gives me a chance to diagnose it and get to the point.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
All right, now, look at 56. Over. Set. Green. All right, now, let's go. 56. 3-19. Gone. No. Check. Patriot.
Off the bootleg. Estes. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Pernell McPhee coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw on second down. Estes. And he's going to go down again. Leonard Floyd in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Throwing on third and long. Estes. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. fielded at the 33. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Leopard, gone, here we go. Back, gone.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
This is Howard on second down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9.
Set. Green, 39. Let's go. Check.
On the toss play, Howard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Saints will have the football back.
All right, now look at 56. All right, here we go. Look at 56.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Estes, he's going to rifle one deep left. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go with Howard to begin the drive. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Trubisky. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Give him 5 on the play there, and that leads to a Chicago 1st down. Now Trubisky. That's caught by Meredith right side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Jelani Jenkins coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A nice little juke. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The slot man in motion right. To throw on 2nd down. Estes is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Hurry up, here we go! Watch it, over! All right, now, Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Estes flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Estes. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 7 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. On 1st down, Estes. This is Hillman with it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to throw. Estes eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to the air on 2nd down. Estes. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, That should be pitch and catch.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Off-play action. Estes. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Pernell McPhee in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Estes. And the pressure gets to him again. Danny Trevathan. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Trubisky now down around his goal line. It's caught. Shepard. And he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13. Trubisky will throw. Flush to his right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Trey Hendrickson in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it second and 14. From the gun, Estes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Switch. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Trubisky to throw on second. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They go play action. Trubisky, he's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears get a bit closer. And it's 17-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. To throw on second down, Estes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Toss play, Kamara. Oh, able to avoid him. And some room to maneuver. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now let's go. Blue,
Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Play action. Now Trubisky dancing to his left. He leads this one for Howard. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
On second down, Trubisky. This is Shepard on the catch. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You're saying afternoon to forget, absolutely. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. In motion, Seferian-Jenkins. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Oh, good move. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
On first and 10, Estes out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. In motion, Seferian-Jenkins. Looking to throw on second down. Estes. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So second and goal here from the 9. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's third and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. In motion left goes a tight end. He'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now it's Trubisky, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears cut into that lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, now look at now let's go. No. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
Williams, the man in motion left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He finds Hillman. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Throwing on 1st down. Estes escaping the pressure right. That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule, because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So the D-line's going to spread out. They try again with Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On second down, here's Trubisky. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Cameron Jordan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Here's Trubisky to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Saints, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long.